Hey, good morning guys, Tush coming at you. It's Tuesday, April the 2nd, and we're just getting back to home after a weekend in Vancouver on the west coast of Canada, where it was a beautiful sunny 15 degrees Celsius, and we've come back to more snow here in Ontario. Trees were out budding and flowering in Vancouver, grass was green, and here we're quite a few weeks behind. Anyway, we are going to start our spring cleaning project, or garage organization project this morning, and we're going to go to Home Depot to start it off by getting some storage bins. So we'll go spend about $100 on storage bins and we'll start the process. Alright, back from Home Depot, and we've got 10 bins. Got the heavy duty ones. They're about $9 a piece plus tax, so yeah, just over $100 in bins, and that's just for starters. So trying to decide where I want to start in the garage. I know that there are bins over here that I want to replace. All these crappy little black ones with the flip tops, they tend to they're pretty flimsy and they tend to collapse, so those I'm going to unpack and replace first. These Rubbermaid ones don't fare too much better. We'll unpack those secondly. I think what I want to do though, as the first section, is to go through these bins over here. Like I said, I'm still on the search for my hood hinges, my bonnet hinges, so I never got to check those 3 bins in behind there. I did check the bins up front. So I think what we'll do is we'll clear this area out here, make some working room, and then we'll go through these bins here, reorganize as required before we move to the section over there. That's the plan anyway. Alright, progress is slow, but it's progress nonetheless. So these bins have all been sort of gone through and cleaned up. We've got rid of some old bins over there. We've got an old broken bin here to get rid of. A couple more bins there to get rid of, and some garbage. We're working our way up the top of the mezzanine. We've cleared off a few items from the top there. Started to move off some of the old sheet metal onto the ground as well, because I believe I have some bins up here behind the tires that I need to check into. So we're getting to that. It's a mess. Anyway, it's about time this place needs a good clean out anyway. So you can see a few bins back in there. I have no idea what's in there. So we'll endeavor in the next hour or two to clear the mezzanine off and see what's up there, and move down what we need to move down, and make it a little bit more accessible. Alright, we'll come back. Well, at least my cleanup has given me the opportunity to compile my alpha parts. So I've just found my brand new center exhaust section. It looks beautiful and new. So we'll stick that back in the box for when we bring the alpha home. And I've got some new fuel line over here. Got some gaskets over there. So I'll put those all in a safe place and get ready for when we bring the alpha home. That'll be the project we do first. I'm starting to get worried I might never find the hood hinges. Blue bin is the old wiring harness, car cover. This one has the Webers from the 60 TR3A. So that's an expensive box, that gray one. Anyway, I know Ellen jumped up there and took a quick look at what were in those boxes, but I may have to pull them down and have a better inspection. Those are the only 2 boxes left in the garage that I haven't looked at. So if they're not in there, I don't know where they could be. Storage shed maybe? Basement? Anyway, we'll be back. Well, unfortunately, Ellen was right. Box full of carbs, SUs, and this one, it's actually got an old TR3 transmission in it. Had some work done on it. Anyway, it's a spare. Not what I'm looking for. Oh well. Guess we got to check the basement out next. Okay, everybody remind me when I'm looking for my gas tank, it's up here in a garbage bag. Alright? Somewhere up there. Can't do this one-handed. So I figure what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you, the viewers, where I'm putting stuff away. So when I say, where did I put that gas tank? A year or 2 from now, you'll know I put it in a garbage bag up on top of those 2 yellow bins way at the back. Alright? So it's your responsibility. Alright guys, Friday, April 5th, just coming up to 1:45 in the afternoon. Got the day off today, so that's nice. Got a few days off, I think, coming up in the future if my schedule doesn't change. So hopefully we'll be able to get this garage a lot more organized than it is currently. It's a disaster out here. But we're working on it. We're getting the mezzanine cleaned up a little bit and getting stuff put away. So hopefully we'll make a bit more progress today. So, Hinge update. Looky there. They weren't in the garage, they weren't in the storage shed, they weren't in the basement. They were in my former craft room, let's call it. Looks like I already sandblasted and painted them. So I was way ahead of myself. The only problem is they're the wrong color. They're supposed to be body color. So that's basically why I wasn't looking for them, because I thought, well, I wouldn't have painted them already because they should be body color. But obviously I wasn't thinking straight when I did this, because they're obviously painted gloss black or semi-gloss black. So anyway, they are found, so we'll put them to good use, and we'll fit the hood up or the bonnet up at some point to them and see how we do for fit. Anyway, so the search for those is over, but we're pretty far from getting this garage back clean and organized. So we'll stop talking and we'll get to work. Put some of those, some of that sheet metal back up there on the mezzanine. Let's probably put a few more storage bins up there before we do that. Only problem is all the big bins are too heavy for me to lift. I'm getting old. That's why I got the smaller bins now, is because I can't lift the larger bins without killing myself. So anyway, we'll figure out what to put up there. We're going to find something that's fairly easily accessible to go on top of that yellow bin up there. Unfortunately, I think it's going to have to be some 250 parts, because that's basically all I got left in this pile over here. But like I said, we'll make it fairly accessible. I just hope we'll be able to find the stuff when we need it. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm making a little bit of progress. Just coming up to 3:30, and we've got sort of this area kind of arranged the way we want to do. The mezzanine's pretty much full. I could probably get a few more things up there. So we're working on this area over here, and what I'm thinking of doing is trying to clean this shelf off. I think I'm going to cut this shelf here. Around here or so, where the supports are at the side. We'll shorten this up just so it's an upper shelf. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bench over here that I have, this metal bench. This actually came out of the trailer, of the covered trailer that I restored. It was right at the front of the trailer, I don't know if you remember. But that's going to be my new workbench. So we're going to make space for that over there. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in the width of the current shelf. So like I said, we're going to just basically leave the top of the shelf there. We'll fit the bench under it. And we'll find a home, I think, for all the, you know, I've got the impact, electric impact, the paint guns are all there, the Dremel case, a few other things. We'll probably find a space for that on a bottom shelf that we'll make for this workbench. That's the plan anyway. All right, just coming up to 5:30, and we've got this area looking definitely much better than it was. The next area we're going to tackle is this scrap metal bin over here. We're going to go through that and throw out or recycle, excuse me, what we don't want. So we'll do that next. We also have a 4-foot LED utility light we're going to install above the bench, just to give it a little bit more brightness in this area. And we still have a lot of work to do over here and figure out what we want to do with these bins. So I've got a little room over here. I was thinking about putting the welder there, but we'll think a bit more about it before we decide what we want to do. All right, guys, good morning. Saturday, April the 6th, just coming up to 8:30. And back out in the garage on our cleaning spree. Believe it or not, we spent about 16 hours out here so far cleaning and organizing. And we're making headway, but we still got a long way to go. We've probably got at least another day or two to get this straightened away. I'm hoping that today or tomorrow will be the day that I'm able to get the garage doors open. It looks like it's going to be a nice day today and tomorrow, so I think we'll be able to uninsulate or de-insulate, whatever the word is, the garage doors, and remove the bars and get those doors open wide, and we'll get this place blown out. Anyway, so we'll get to work and do some more reorg. All right, just coming up to 10:40. It's the best day of the year. It's always the best day of the year when I can get my garage doors open after a long winter. Still a little tiny bit of snow on the ground, but that'll be gone by the end of today. Anyway, we're making progress on the garage. I can breathe in here now. Like I said, I was going a little stir crazy, a little cabin fever. So we're trying to move most of the equipment on the left-hand side of the garage, and we're just kind of trying to keep everything under the cupboards on this side of the garage so we can get 2 cars in here. We'll move the TR250, I think, all the way over to the right-hand side and still give us some space to work on the right side of it, passenger side, when need be. So that's the plan. So we're going to keep trucking along. Got to make a trip to the dump and to the recycling place today at some point to get rid of the garbage. So we'll have to take a break before 4 o'clock because that's when the place closes. So we'll probably have to leave around 3 or so. So we got a couple hours to go before we have to do that. All right, just coming up to 12:30. We're all loaded up for the dump run. So we're going to do that and maybe grab some lunch while we're out, and we'll come back and we'll keep working on the garage. All right, we'll be back. All right, just after 7 p.m. and we've got the car relocated over towards the right-hand side of the garage. And we've just given the garage a quick blowout with the leaf blower. So it's definitely looking better in here. Still got quite a bit of stuff to put away. The workbench is a mess, and I've got some other stuff that's got to go away in the storage shed after I make some room there. But it's looking better for sure. And I think we're going to call it a night. We're going to go and grab some dinner. So I'll bring this stuff that I've got outside inside for tonight, and we'll get back out here tomorrow. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, guys, it's now Sunday, and we're back out here. We're going to try to get the bench cleaned up today and put everything away, and try to figure out what we can do with all this stuff in these small bins under here. It's just basically a collection of garbage and you know, miscellaneous stuff. So I've got to find room for that. Other than that, it's looking not too bad. A few things I need to move down to the basement. The brand new bumper for the TR4, old bumper for the TR3. Got a windscreen to go down there for the TR6. So just a mixture of parts that need to be moved to the basement for safekeeping. It's supposed to be a nice day today. It's supposed to be a high of about plus 15 degrees Celsius. So things are looking up. Anyway, it's still a little chilly in the garage this morning. It's only 10 degrees out here right now. So anyway, we'll get to work. See if we can warm up a little bit. All right, here we go. Alright guys, 8:30 Sunday night, April 7th, and I've got a most excellent collection of milk crates that I need to get rid of. Didn't realize I had so many kicking around the garage. Anyway, we've managed to find spots for everything that was in those crates, so that's a good thing. I still need to move a few bits and bobs around, like this bumper, for example, needs to go somewhere else. My differential needs to be stored away. Ladder needs to be stored away, and some other stuff, but for the most part, it's looking fairly clean and organized. At least I can get another vehicle in here. So there's the final product. It's pretty packed in here. I definitely have too much stuff in the garage, but it's fairly organized. At least I think I'll be able to find what I need now. So a little bit more stuff on the right side that I'd like. I've got that box there sitting waiting for the Alpha to come home. That's the Alpha parts box. So that's ready to go for the next project, I think. I've got too many compressors. Need to get rid of maybe the smaller compressor, although it's good if you don't want to fill up the large compressors. It's good to get up quick and running with, but I think it's taking up too much space. Got to get rid of the kerosene heater. Hopefully I'm not going to need that now for the rest of the year, or until fall hits again. Anyway, the mezzanine's pretty packed up there. I could probably get a few more things up there, but yeah, she's pretty packed. Anyway, everything seems to be within arm's reach that I'm going to need in the next little while. I've got the TR3 parts at the back, so I won't need those for a little while. And yeah, that's not too bad. Happy to have a workbench now, which I didn't have before. Nice and solid, metal. Place for my chargers, my lights. Hook my vices up. So it's pretty packed underneath there. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So I guess we'll call it a night. We'll call it to the end of this project. So we can actually find some time now to start working back on a car. Alright, thanks for watching. I know it's been boring. Anyway, just thought I'd show you what I was doing for the last few days. Have a good night.